Good morning to you. Today we are going to discuss the concept of central bank and the functions of the central bank. So let's get started. Student, we start from the meaning of the central bank. What do you mean by central bank? What is the definition of central bank? Student, central bank is an apex institution of a country that controls and regulates the monetary and financial system of the country. So India, RBI, that is the Reserve Bank of India, operates as central bank. So central bank basically as an apex bank and regulates money supply and credit in the country. It does not deal with the public. It functions as the welfare for the economy, and it has the exclusive right to issue currency or notes. So students, if we talk about the definition or meaning of the central bank is an apex institution which operates, control, directs and regulate the monetary and banking structure of a country. So this is the meaning of the central bank. Now we start the functions of central bank. So there are different functions of the central bank. It means in our country, RBI, that is the Reserve Bank of India, is the central banks. So hence it performs all the function of a central banks. So we have to discuss one by one here. So the first function of the central bank is bank of issue or bank of issue, we have to simple word, we have to say currency authority. So student, basically bank of issue or currency function is the primary and the most important function of the central bank. Nowadays central bank in every country have been given the sole right or authority of issue of currency notes except 1 rupee notes which are issued by the Ministry of Finance. So the central bank keeps three main considerations regarding issuing of notes. So uniformity, elasticities, amount according to the needs for money and safety. So the RBI, that is the central bank, tries to keep money growth within the target range and thus keeps inflationary pressure at low level. So the central bank is obliged to back the currency with assets such as gold, foreign security and government's local currency security. So RBI is the sole authority of note issue. Therefore, it leads to uniformity in note circulation and it enables the government to control money supply through RBI. So it builds up public faith in the currency system. So this one is the bank of issue or currency authority. Second function of central bank is the banker, agent and advisor of the government. It is also the most important function of the central bank. As a bankers to the government, the central bank makes and receives payment on behalf of the government, central bank as well as the state government. So it helps the government with short-term loans and advances in times of difficulties. So sometimes the government of India borrow money from the RBI to finance its budget deficits. In this process of government borrowing, the RBI purchases the government securities and makes the money available to the governments. So the government spends this money on its various heads. So this method of financing the budget deficit of the government is called monetization of deficit or deficit financing. So through central banking borrowing as government agent, the central bank conducts sale and purchase of government securities and also manages the national debt as well as foreign debt of the government. And as an advisor of the government, the central bank also act as advisors to the government, especially on monetary, banking and financial matters. Third function of central bank is the custodian of cash reserves of the commercial bank. So, custodian of the cash reserves of the commercial banks. So students, all the commercial banks keep a part of their cash balances as deposit with the central bank of the country. Thus, the central bank act as the custodian of these reserves. So it is because of this function that a central bank is called as a banker's bank. So custodian of cash reserve basically means the banker's bank. Clear? Fourth function of the central bank is the custodian of nation reserves of international currency. So it also the function of custodian of nations reserves of international currency. Fourth function is the custodian of nations reserves of international currency. So the central bank is the custodian of country stocks of gold and international currencies. So all receipts and payments in foreign exchange are made by the central bank. Though this function, the central bank maintains the rate of exchange and manages exchange control as well. So student, fifth function of central bank is the lender of the last resort. It is also the most important function of the central bank, lender of the last resort. So lender of the last resort means as commercial bank lends to the individual, the central bank lends to the commercial bank in times of unanticipated emergencies. So thus the central bank assumes the responsibility of meeting directly or indirectly all the reasonable demands for funds by commercial bank in times of difficulty and crisis, that is emergency time. So a commercial bank can borrow from the central bank against eligible securities. Sixth function of the central bank is the bank of central clearance. It is also known as a clearing house. A clearance house. Bank of central clearance. A central bank keeps the cash balances of all the commercial banks. It is easier for member banks to adjust their claims against each other in the books of the central banks. So this system of clearing agreement facilitates transfer of funds quickly, safely and at low cost. And the last function of central bank is the controller of credit. Is a controller of credit or money supply. Students, controller of credit or money supply के point of view से we have to categorize this function because it is the most important function of central bank. So controller of credit के basis पे we have to divide the function of RBI into two categories. It is divided on the behalf of two different measures. First one is the quantitative measures and the second one is the qualitative measures. So student, controller of money supply or credit means controlling of money supply and credit is the the most important function of the central banks. Through the function, the central bank attempt to influence and control the volumes of bank credit and economic activity in the country. So the central bank can control inflationary as well as the deflationary situation in the economy through various credit control measures. So credit control measures also termed as the instrument of monetary policy. So which are quantitative measures, and second one is the qualitative measures. In quantitative measures, there are different types of measure we have to involve here, with the help of which central bank controls the entire banking system, or we have to say it control the situation of inflationary and deflationary in the economy. For example, bank rate हो गया, CRR cash reserve ratio, open market operation, etc. are the quantitative measures. And qualitative measures involves moral suasions, margin requirement, etc. are the qualitative measures. So if we talk about the differences between central bank and commercial bank, basically these are the different function of central bank. So students, if we talk about the differences or comparison between central and commercial bank, central bank we already discussed here कि central bank is an apex institution or body that controls, operates, regulates and direct the entire banking and money structures of the country. But commercial bank is an institution which performs the function of accepting deposit, granting loan and making investment with the objective of earning profits. So the main motive of central bank is to earn social welfare. It means it operates in public interest without any profit motive. But commercial bank main aim is to maximize profit. And the third difference of central bank and commercial bank is the central bank is an impacts institution of the monetary and banking system of the country, but commercial bank is merely unit in the banking structure of the country. So basically it operates under the control of central bank. So students, central bank is generally owned and governed by the government, but commercial bank is owned and governed by the government or the private sector. So public dealing की अगर हम बात करते हैं, public dealing के point of view से there is also the difference between central bank and commercial bank. Central bank does not deal any directly contact with the public, but commercial banks deals directly with the public. And so these are the difference between central bank and the commercial bank. I hope you have understand the concept of meaning of central bank, functions of central bank, as well as the differences between या फिर comparison between the central bank and the commercial banks. Thank you so much students.